My name is Butterfass. I'm Senior Director of Product at Orbitz Worldwide. My teams are responsible for all of our product verticals, so that's flights, rail, car, and packaging. We have close to 200 airlines that we offer between our various sites, as well as countless hotel providers and car providers. If you look at trends with flights versus high-speed rail, the market is shifting between flights and over to high-speed rail. So when we're looking at ebookers as an online travel agency and the direction that we want to head in the next several years, rail is a component that we absolutely have to have for the European market. SilverRail was great to work with. So from the very beginning, they provided a lot of support coming to both Chicago and working with our European offices, giving us just total background in terms of anything we might need to know about the rail industry in Europe, which was particularly helpful when we had some of our development teams based in the US who didn't have the context that our European teams had. And then as we worked through everything from the envisioning through launch, SilverRail worked very closely with both our US teams, our European teams, and then our teams based in India, which was where the majority of the development was happening. We had regular calls between the development team and SilverRail. It was an hour and a half once a week where the development teams had access to everyone at SilverRail to get any questions that they had answered. We also had regular meetings between the business teams and SilverRail to figure out what we needed to do for launch, what were the requirements for accreditation, and really navigating the European rail space where you're dealing with several different providers who all have a different set of requirements. And so SilverRail was great because it just made it seamless for us. We weren't trying to deal with all of these different providers. It was just very simple. There were a few times where there was an issue that required a technical change on the SilverRail side. They were able to execute that very quickly. And then a lot of it was more getting our teams up to speed and understanding the SilverRail API. And so the support that we got really made that easy. And we had our once a week development call, but it was a lot more than that. So there were a ton of emails, Jira, everything else. So questions were getting answered basically real time. Our uptime has been fantastic. I can't think of an outage that we've had since we launched, which I think is pretty unheard of with the other third parties we integrate with.